Now, what people are forgetting is that the Biden people are really investing a lot of money for entrepreneurs and job training and everything for all these new industries, whether it's recycling and energy saving and all that kind of stuff. And what happens, they give a whole bunch of money, to local organizations to create things, to give grants out, to encourage people to start businesses, train for new jobs, and all this kind of stuff that, it's not on the front page because it's sort of like boring stuff in the back section of something. And it's not that fancy because it takes work, but it's a place for business grants. And most of the people that work in business grants don't know about these things. This is why I talk a lot about the Economic Development Administration, so EDA.gov. That's a good place to start when you want a business and look for grants, because if the SBA doesn't have it, and most of them don't now anyway, but there are lots of places in every state that has it. You look at my last couple of videos, I showed you the new programs that didn't even start yet for giving out money to small businesses, or businesses that have less than 5 people, and work at home. I mean, that's $2,500, that grant, and they still have plenty of money left that people aren't applying, and that's just silly. So that's why people call me up, I can't find a grant. Yeah, that doesn't mean they're not there. That just means that you can't find it. Yeah. And that's what we try to help you. So tell you about organizations like EDA.gov. Now here's a program EDA.gov has in Michigan. Okay, if you live in Michigan, they give $1 million out there for the, called the Next Cycle Michigan. And what they do is, here's what they do. They connect entrepreneurs. So if you're looking for a business idea, money to start a business, a new thing, okay, they are looking for you. They want to give you money to start a business that's related to recycling. So they're trying to connect entrepreneurs, companies, organizations, communities to technical support. So you're an entrepreneur and want to start a business that recycles stuff or reuses stuff and things like that. They want to talk to you because they want to give you money. And so you talk to the technical support for free. See, this is what's great. The government not only gives out money, but it's the help, because you don't even know where to ask for the money. You don't know how to do things. So really what you want to do if you want to be successful at getting money from the government is find those organizations that are free and give you free technical support to get the money, to get the business going, to get all the stuff that you need that you don't even know what to ask for. That's the thing. I used to wear a question mark suit because I used to say that you have to know the right questions to ask, and you don't. But if you have heart, that's why I wear hearts now, and find people who know that stuff. You want to hang around people who do this every day, who are helping people starting businesses every day but don't charge any money. Because people who charge money are just trying to figure out how to get money from you. You find people that are in the government doing this because they truly don't care if you give them money or not. They already got paid. They want to make sure that you're successful. The people that charge you money are more interested in them getting money. These people are more interested in you become successful because you're going to help the community. And that's why they have the money. That's why they have the help. That's why they have the technical support, financial resources. They hook you up with fat cats. They find people, organizations, rich people that invest in these kinds of ideas. To give you an entree into that. It's like belonging to a big fat cat country club, but the government's doing it. And they get money to make it happen. They get money to hire these people to make sure you find the money for your idea and do all these things. Who else is going to do that? Nobody on the internet will do that because they just want to get money from you and you don't have money. So you're not worth it to them. But the government is. They can't discriminate against anybody, and that's where you go. So financial resources and capacity to building, recycling, recovering, or reuse. So you have a new way to use sneakers to make them into pot handles or something like that. Man, this is where you get money to do that. This is where you get technical help to do that. Or you got a new, a car that runs on potatoes or something. This kind of thing is out there, and the government's willing to put this money where their mouth is to help you start this thing. And that's what's so great about America. We have this stuff, but everybody thinks that the answer is on Google. The answer is not there. The answer is on Google if you want to spend money. If you have money to spend, that's great. If you don't, you still can do all these things that the fat cats do, but you have to know the options that are available for you that do not cost money to do this. And there are options for that, but the options that don't cost money don't advertise because they don't have money to advertise. They just have everything is spent on their salaries to help you for free. They'll help you find money. Why are they better than you using Google? Because they know the people who do this normally. They do this every day to helping other people who do it. So if you're doing this every day, you know where it is. You're doing this for the first time in your life. Where the hell are you going to know? You're going to put in Google and find 5 billion websites that are just going to drive you nuts going around in circles and get nothing? You could do that for the rest of your life and still not find anything. You want to find people who are in business to give you free help to solve that problem. When you find them, man, okay, they may not know everything. Okay, if one doesn't know and can't have an answer for you, you go to the next one. That one doesn't know, you go to the next one. It's like looking for a job or anything. I mean, people have to realize that the internet teaches us that everything is easy because everybody has a 5-step plan to become a gazillionaire. No, there's only one step. Talking to people, working your ass off, finding people who don't charge money. Because if you're talking to people that charge money, you run out of money before you figure out how to do it. And that's, to me, what's great about the government. They have places for people without money to be successful, to use these resources that are free for anyone. And I'll tell you, the fat cats use the hell out of these things. They could pay for all this stuff, but no, they know the free stuff is better. That's what I used to do when I first started learning about this. Fortune 500 companies, I'd go to these same sources I'm telling you to go to and help them start a business. They help the Fortune 500 business start and give them money and everything, and they're there for you too, but you don't know. Actually, the fat cats didn't know it either, but I knew, and I'd charge them money for that. They could have done it for free if they knew where to go. So that's why now with Let's Go Help, I figure this is a place I'm going to teach everybody in America how to use all the free stuff that's here to solve their problems, improve their life, or do what they really want to do in life. There are programs here for everything. 1/3 of everything in our economy is government. So if you want to start a business, I'm just working on another video right now on buying a house. There's a government program that gives you $200,000 to help you buy a house. Okay? And you don't have to be rich to do it, because they want you to buy a house if you're not rich. Now, see, the bank wants you to buy a house only if you're rich, so they could sell you money. This wants you to buy a house because they give you money for free. $200,000, actually $202,000. I don't know why it's $202,000, but you get $200,000 to buy a house to be a down payment. So you got a half-price house now if you buy a $400,000 house, okay? And then they give you closing cost money, another $4,000. So now you got $206,000. Now the $4,000 is a grant. The $200,000 is money that is interest-free for your life in the house. You stay in the house for 40 years, 30 years or whatever, you never pay anything on that $200,000. Nothing, costs you nothing. And the price doesn't go up. At the end of 30 or 40 years, you have to pay back the $200,000 when you sell the house. So that $400,000 house is probably worth $1 million now. So out of $1 million, you give $200,000 back to the government, interest-free, and now you're sitting on what? $800,000, right? And you started with $200,000. See, that's a way to build assets in the country, and you live in it. So it's a wonderful plan, and so you have to check for things like that where you live. Most of these kind of programs are local, and again, they won't be advertised. And the video that I put up, I think I put it up already. Look, the one before this, if it's not the one before this, it'll be the one after this. That shows you all the places to check in your city to find these kinds of programs. See, I just tell you about a certain program so you could get excited and say, hey, maybe there's something like this for me. I know, and like this is the program I'm talking about in Washington, D.C. You know, and there's a lot of low-income, middle-income people here that can't afford houses. So they're going to be $200,000 houses. So there'll be simpler, same kinds of programs, or even better programs, depending on where you live. You have to do the work, and you will never find them using Google. You may get lucky and do it, but that's not it. That's why what I do is provide you with a step-by-step sources. You check these 5 programs and check these offices, and we show you where they are and whatever, and you talk to them to try to find out what programs are you in your area, because they're different in every area. If I start trying to catalog every program, and God, I need a budget as size as NASA. That puts people on the moon. That's about what this is like. Because also these change every day, but there's a pattern. And what I've learned over 40 or 50 years, what this pattern is. Here's are the 5 or 6 offices where you live that will know about these programs. And you have to call every one of them. You just don't call one and think you got it all. No, you won't have it all. None of us have it all, even me. And that's important to know. And it takes work, it takes elbow grease, it takes you contacting people, talking to people, and your phone is more important than your internet, okay? That is much more important for you. And that's what's important. You have to realize, you find the office, we show you the office, you contact the office, read what they have, and then call them. You call them and find out what they really have. Nobody can understand all this jargon. The people put it out there don't even understand. They try or whatever. I mean, it's like, if you live in a house, I lived with this lady for 40 years and we both speak English, man, we still don't communicate well at times. Nobody. So you think a bureaucrat and you know what each other is saying? No way, man. And that's why you eliminate all the confusion, all the problems, and you find more opportunity by calling these organizations, talking to people or whatever. And see, these are public servants, so they work for you. You don't realize that, but they do. And behind them, they have to realize that. We're all cranky at times, so they're all not perfect. I'm not either. And nobody is, like that lady at the Division of Motor Vehicles. She works for the government. She hates what she's doing, man, and just trying to push the paper through. And realize that. But man, if someone's going to give you $200,000, what the hell do you care what they treat you like? You want that $200,000, yeah. That's what I can't get over. We want everybody to be perfect, and we're not perfect. None of us are, But somebody is dealing with us, if you're not perfect, you're an asshole, and you deserve to go to hell. How many people said that about you? I know a lot of people say that about me. So there's no way out of that. But for some reason, we think everybody who treats us, deals with us, should be perfect. Yeah, nobody is. And so it's bad. How bad do you want it? You want to be suffer for the rest of your life? Fine. You don't have to use these people. You don't have to do what I say. You don't have to do what I suggest, I guess. But man, that's where the opportunities are. You want to take advantage of the opportunities, you have to learn how the system is. I mean, I'm an old fart, and I certainly didn't think this way earlier, but I've been doing this thing for almost 50 years probably now, 40 at least, I know. I don't even keep track anymore. I can't remember how I can talk. I am a member. You just go to the website and ask a question, and I'll probably answer it, me or somebody else. Actually, on Facebook, I answer probably 90% of the new questions. You start a new question on Facebook because I want to see that. So that's how you talk to me. You want to call me up and do it? No, I used to do that and had to charge you $10,000 to do that in order to make a living because it's not profitable. But if I answer your question on Facebook, other people could see that. Other people have your question. See, same question. So if you keep it secret, I got to charge you a hell of a lot of money. If we share it, then that becomes, we get leverage out of that. We're helping so many other people who have the same question, and that's why Let's Go Help is about. And see, you'll also get better answers than from me. I don't know everything. I've been studying 50 years, yes, but things change every day. And what you also have the chance of getting is answers from other members. We got thousands and thousands of members now. who are applying for grants all over the country every day, and they'll tell you what's going on today. See, that's what's so neat about the groups. It's you're getting the people who are going out and answering questions or finding money every day. Look at the testimonials we have. There's about 4 different, they're called, God, what do you got? Tabs on Facebook. Oh, God, brain's getting like Swiss cheese at my age. But we got 4 or 5 reports that have hundreds or more of each report has those testimonials, how they got, $5,000 to do this, $100,000 to do that, or whatever. And no, I tried this, but that didn't work, and then I tried over there. I mean, that's the gold in our membership. It's not me. It's not what the admin people are doing for you. They keep you on track and help through the rough spots, and that's it. And so many, but the real sauce is what's happening with members, how they contribute, how they help you get through this stuff. And they're the real, they're the heroes of Let's Go Research. That's why we give grants back to members. So if we make profit, and I'm so shocked that even after a year or so of business, we're starting to make a profit. So now every month we take our profit and give it to members. And we're up to $40,000 a year now, a month. So every month we give out $40,000. So that'll be, so that's going to be almost like $500,000 this year. Last year I think it was about $400,000, or $350,000, $400,000. This year probably $500,000. To me, I am very proud of that. That's more than I ever thought. I remember the collection plates I used to put in for $1 or something. Now these are people really needing money to do something. They solve problems in their life. And we're giving this money, $1,000 or $500. And that's why members can apply. And all you have to do is give a sentence or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 on how you would spend $1,000. Yeah, that's all you have to do. Easiest grant on the internet. And then we give out $40,000, and it takes us a lot of time to manage the damn thing. That's the thing. And we have 5 or 6 people that read every one of those, because I don't read them all. I don't want anybody to try to butter me up to make sure they get a grant. No, it's the people, and you can see all the applications, you can see all the winners and everything. Everything's open source, open book, no magic, no backroom stuff. It's all, sure, it's biased by the people doing it, but one person can't do everything, because 5 other people say, hey, that's fucking nuts. And sort of it's a self-checking process, and that's what we do. And don't forget, we also have training. We have video training, like 3 or 4 sessions a week, live. It's live from Washington, D.C. No, it's not, because it's a Zoom call, and these people are all over. But you could get on the Zoom call, get your questions answered, learn techniques from other members and from our staff about how to do this stuff. Man, nobody has that for as little as $20. Man, no. And that's maybe why we're profitable, because people appreciate it so much and joining. And so that's why with profit, the people who deserve the profit is not me, it's the people who are helping. And that's the members. So that's why we give money back to members for profit. We pay ourselves first. I'm sorry, we're greedy. And all of you should also take care of yourself. There's a lot of need in the world, that's true. But if you don't take care of yourself first, you can't help other people. So first you got to help you, and then you go on to help other people, because that makes you stronger and more loving and giving and things like that. Because if in the back of your mind you really feel screwed and feel the world is screwing you over, you're not good to anybody. You can't love other people. So you have to be comfortable with yourself and not worry, so you could share your love with other people. And that's what we do at Let's Go Help. It's all about loving, it's all about giving, it's all about, me making a fool out of myself. I guess that's what it is. So remember, economicdevelopmentadministration.gov, EDA.gov. Now you go there and you get all the list of all those organizations in your state that help. Now you just don't look at that and say, no, you have to start calling and say, hey, I want to start a business in Pennsylvania. Do you have any suggestions? You live in New Jersey, you call the ones in New Jersey. You don't call one, you call a dozen people. See what's happening there. because it changes every day, and no one person knows everything. So you have to get out there, roll up your sleeve, do it. I mean, so it takes you a couple hours, so it takes you a couple days. Man, I can't even think of what I did in the last couple days. So if I really spent a couple days just trying to find out how to get 50 grand to start a business, that would have been probably a lot better time spent than anything else I can't even remember doing, right? Because if I can't remember doing it, where do I go for student loan help? Go to studentaid.gov, studentaid.gov, okay? And you go there, and if you can't figure out what to do there, by the way, they're taking applications. They're approving the applications is on hold. You could still apply, and half the people are going to get the grant and have already applied. So you start applying for it, the $20,000, up to $20,000. It's 10 or 20, depending. And also, if you can't get help, you don't know how to figure things out, look for the Student Loan Ombudsman. There's an 800 number you can call for personal help on suggestions what to do. Do not answer any phone call of anybody who's going to help you with student aid. Do not reply to any email. Do not reply to any text. Do not Google. Do not do anything except going to studentaid.gov, or any other help you seek is always with a .gov or a .org. Anybody else is just going to get money from you. You won't even feel it. They're too good at that. So don't worry. What is the Facebook page? Well, you have to join to get into it, but it's facebook.com/groups, GROUPS/Let'sGoHelp. If you want to join, it's letsgohelp.com. What is the one from to do something? What is the one from to? I'm not sure what you meant, but my website is letsgohelp.com. Okay, and you'll also see a lot on the YouTube videos. I give a lot of information here, and all the things I talked about. I usually have the links in the discussion, so I don't hide anything trying to trick you into giving me money to find out the answer. Do you have an idea so I can prove I have indigenous ancestry to try to get reports? I don't know what grants. Well, you can. I mean, every grant, I'd go looking for grants, okay? And then if you find one as being an indigenous person, and then ask them what they need to prove that you're an indigenous person. Everyone will have different ways of proving it. So that's the way to do it. If you don't know, okay, another way to do it in a one-stop do is call your congressman and senator and ask them that question, congressman and senator, about proving how I do that. Because through census records, there's probably a bunch of ways to do that. But they could do, you're not the first one who probably wanted to do this. So you got to go to find people who've answered that question before. And that would be your elected official, you know, and you could find them by going to commoncause.org, commoncause.org, and then find my representative. And you put in your zip code, and there'll be a whole list of all their phone numbers and everything. Call them on the phone. They don't answer, call another one. If they don't answer, call another one. They don't answer, you call another one. That's life. That's life in the city. You don't want to do that? Fine. You don't have to. Nobody's putting a gun to your head. But if you want to get something, you got to do it. Maybe not. Maybe you get lucky. Don't count on lucky. Lucky happens when you try 100 things. That's when you get lucky. You don't get lucky. Sometimes you do. Yeah. And they're the people I used to put in my infomercial. The people who got lucky as hell when they're making phone call and did that. The rest of them are going to. The person that has Matthew Lesko photo in the chat, that's not Matthew Lesko. Good, thank you. A lot of people posing as me. First of all, I never charge more than $20. You remember, you give me $20, you got everything I have. So never worry about that. You're already a member and you're getting somebody that looks like me saying they'll help you, that's not me. They're going to suck you into getting money, you know. And that's too bad. I can't get rid of them. Facebook won't do anything. YouTube doesn't do anything. And it's something we have to live with and educate people about. That's what Tammy does, and that's very important. But the help is there. You know, Tammy helps you because she's got over 100 grand in all this. Private dating chat girls. Well, that's certainly not me. Private dating chat girls again. That's certainly not me. See, I mean, there's just too much crap out there that people, you know, will sucker you in to get it. They're good at this, okay? They're better than you and I or Google will ever be, you know. I miss Sabrina. Yeah, oh, is she okay? I assume she's just moving, huh? Tammy, is she okay? I guess you missed the videos going on. But yeah, my head's down too, doing a lot of stuff. But we're going to have a new helpline and a lot of stuff going on. I'm working on too for this. But the most important thing is you as a member. You as a member is the most important thing we have. That's why we give you money back. That's why we give you our profits. And we don't buy yachts and all that kind of stuff. And that's important. Oh, missed classes, yes. And so just thank you for all the kind words you have. I mean, the last couple of years of my life has been the best I ever have. And I can't wait to do more. And I feel I have at least 10 years, maybe 15 if I get lucky. But it's important. Tammy, if you remind me, if we have any more awards to send out, you know, Gopher Awards, I want to keep sending that out and get people to apply for a government grant Gopher Award so we could keep that pipeline coming and getting prizes to people who do the hard work. And so we could show other people how to do it. See, they have the stories to show other people how that can be done. And it can be done. Anybody could do it. I mean, look at it. If a schmuck like me who flunked out of high school, barely got through college, was thrown out of school most of the time, flunked English, and I have 2 New York Times bestsellers because I didn't write a book. I just copied stuff from the government. and learning how to use the government, it wasn't special. My family, my grandparents were coal miners. That's where I came from. Who was it? Tammy Wynette, the coal miner's daughter. Yeah, I mean, that's no special thing, but you just learn how to use it. We learn how to drive a car. We learn how to use a computer. You can learn most things. It may take a while. It doesn't matter. You got the rest of your life to use it. These are tools in our society. Like the government is a tool in our society that can make your life a lot easier if you learn to use it. It's a pain in the ass? Yes. It's not fair? Yes. All those things are right. So what? you could get a hell of a lot of shit out of it. And that'll improve. My cybersecurity folks are finding me here. I'm going to have to bow out, and I'm losing my signal or something. Yeah. So I'll talk to you later, guys. Stay well, and don't forget letsgohelp.com if you're looking for me, and I'll be sending videos all the time. Talk to you soon. Thank you for your patience with my nonsense.